Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp's online techniques class. Today's technique is called floating reinkers. Now to do this technique, you're going to want to use our shimmering white cardstock. It holds up better because it's thicker, it's got a nice gloss to it. You could use like the Naturals cardstock, but I like this just because it's got a little shimmer and shine to it. The next thing you're going to want to do is pick an outline stamped image. This is from Fabulous Florets, and then you're going to emboss that on the shimmer cardstock. So I'm going to ink this up with Versamark, and then I am going to emboss it in the white embossing powder. Just going to take a second here to heat that up. There it goes. Okay, now that that's embossed, the next thing you're going to want to do is you need a bottle of water. This is just regular water. You're going to use a couple reinkers. I have Elegant Eggplant and Daffodil Delight. Just any old stamp box. And we're going to squirt a couple drops of the reinker on the box. I found this works better with 2 colors of ink. When you start getting 3 colors, it starts to muddy up a little bit. And you're also going to want our aqua painter filled with water. The first thing you want to do is you want to spray your stamped image, and you want to get it good and wet. And that is so that when you're going to pick up some of this ink, the reinker, and you drop it, see how it veins out? You're going to want to zoom in, Dean. But when I touch it, the water just makes it vein out and spreads. And then you're just going to clean that off. Grab a paper towel here. And now I'm going to come in with the Elegant Eggplant. And basically all I'm doing is I'm just touching. And the water makes it fan and vein out. And if I want more water, I just squeeze the tip of my, squeeze the tip of my aqua painter. And every time you do this, it'll be a different color, just depending on the intensity of your ink. Now you're going to need to let this dry. You can heat set it with the heat gun, but for camera's sake, I am going to show you the one I already have done. Every time you do it, it's going to be different. After you let this completely dry or heat set it with a heat gun, then you're going to want to cut out your image. So we're going to set that aside. So I have my 2 flowers cut out. Now to assemble the card. The base of my card is the Elegant Eggplant. And then I have some Whisper White and the Polka Dot Daffodil Delight. So we're going to stick that together. My paper's a little wet here, but this is for my technique page. So now what I did was I took a piece of Whisper White and I cut it using the framelit. I'm going to take the stem from the same stamp set and Garden Green ink, and I'm going to ink that up, and we're going to just stamp that on there like that. Then I wanted to mat this. So what I did was I cut the same shape and then I cut it in half. So we're going to put some adhesive on the back and we're just going to offset it just a little bit. And now to do the points, you can see I cut it again and I just wanted the points here. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut off those points. And just mat the point then. Like that. Then I'm going to take this take that down. Then my flowers, what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to come in with a couple dimensionals. And I'm just going to pop them up. And then I am going to put some adhesive on the back here. I'm going to come in with some of this Daffodil Delight ribbon. And that's going to go on the back like that. I'm going to stick that to my card front. And now this is ready for my technique page. Now for my technique page, I shouldn't have popped those up with the dimensionals. I should have left them flat. So remember to do that. So there I have my sample for my technique page. And then here is the finished card. I just put the bow on the front like that. But there you have floating Reinkers. I want to show you one more thing I forgot. You can, instead of white, on these leaves, I use the Early Espresso embossing powder, and I did like 3 different colors on the leaves. I really like with the leaves, I like the brown better than the white. The white just is too much, but the brown, I mean, they really look like real leaves. So, very cool technique. So that is the floating Reinkers. Thanks for stopping by.